Welcome to this edition of the Mid Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Catherine, here with my partner in crime, host Brendan.
Hello.
And it's Saturday, so you know what that means. It's AEW Saturday on the podcast. This is where we discuss AEW's Dynamite and Rampage. You can also follow us on Twitter at the Mid Podcast. So let's get into our thoughts. First of all, Dynamite, great.
Dynamite was awesome this week.
Rampage, kind of fell flat for me.
It lacked a lot.
Me too.
The only good thing about Rampage was Hook's debut.
Yes, we'll get into that later on.
Yes.
So first, Dynamite, since it comes on Wednesdays. What do you got for me, Brendan?
Punk coming out to MJF's music. That was something.
That little punk ass bitch needs to use his own crappy music and not use my man MJF's music.
Don't crap on Cult of Personality.
Cult of Personality is a good song. However, when you associate that song with CM Punk, and right now, I'm not a CM Punk fan because, you know, my heart and my loyalty lies with MJF.
Yeah, very true. Also, loved Punk taking shot at the Islanders. That was awesome.
Oh, as a Penguins fan, it was great.
That was funny.
I mean, you know, the Islanders and the Rangers both are trash to me as a Pittsburgh Penguin hockey fan.
Also, Punk saying his dog has more balls than MJF.
Well, first of all, why?
And he's neutered?
First of all, why are you looking at your dog's balls?
Oh, technically his dog doesn't have any now.
Well, yeah, that's true.
If he's neutered.
That's true.
So, is MJF the best dressed man in wrestling history?
Absolutely.
I mean, he does come to the ring in a suit every week.
Yes. And his promo they did this week for being in Long Island, awesome.
That car he had was awesome too.
Well, I mean, when you're rich, you can afford that.
Yeah, I guess so. So, any more thoughts on the whole? When do you think Punk and MJF are going at it?
Maybe at Revolution. I think that's the next AEW pay-per-view
I
in
think so.
March,
Yeah.
February, sometime. Yep. I would do a build-up until then.
Just let them fight with words for right now.
Absolutely. They are the best, too. On the mic, they drop them pipe bombs.
That match is going to be good. Dante Martin turning on Team Tazz.
I did not see that coming.
Not this soon.
Yeah, not this soon. I figured he might turn. I didn't figure it'd be this early, but I mean, you got to take your opportunities when they present themselves.
Yeah. That I'm surprised that he did that this soon. He just signed a contract with them 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, give or take.
Yeah, I don't know, or maybe that was his and Lilo Rush's plan.
It could have been that. And if that's the plan, Leo Rush is an absolute
Genius.
So the Young Bucks versus Best Friends on Wednesday was a great match.
Yeah.
That match was back and forth, really entertaining.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not a fan of the Young Bucks.
I absolutely love the Young Bucks. They're my favorite tag team.
I think they come out as like a little annoying and over jealous. But I did dig the pink wrestling gear though.
That pink wrestling gear is something else. You think I could rock those pants?
Absolutely.
Maybe I need to invest in a pair.
Maybe. And pink shoes to go with it.
So, also, Champ Burrito's back after having spinal surgery. Which I didn't know he had spinal surgery.
I didn't know that neither.
So, I didn't even know he was gone.
Interesting.
So, that's cool.
Yeah.
Got a haircut.
Yeah, wish him luck. Hope he doesn't have any more injuries that will sideline him for a while.
Yeah, because another back injury could do that,
Yeah,
and maybe into his career early.
yeah, we've seen that happen in wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Um, what else was there? Rio versus Jamie Hayter.
Great match.
For a women's match, it was excellent.
The only problem is I'd like to see them go 1-on-1, like by themselves with no outside interference. Because I think it would be a great match. Excuse me, I have a cold here. But you always have that outside interference when haters around.
Yeah, but I think that's the whole point of the Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and is it Rebel?
Yeah,
with them?
Rebel.
Yeah. And I think that's the whole. That's their thing.
Yeah.
If one of them's in trouble, you got two outside to help you with.
Yeah. And you know, I am a fan of Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
So that's all I got from Rampage. Dynamite.
Well, what'd you think about the Battle Royal in Dynamite?
Oh, I totally forgot about that. MJF had the best strategy.
I know, stand behind Wardlow. I would stand behind Wardlow too.
He is huge.
Yes. Like, I would not want to meet him in a dark alley and be the one that has pissed him off.
That would not be fun.
No, that would not be good, because you know you were going to be taking a butt whooping.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, MJF was smart with his strategy. You know, I'll get behind Wardlow, let Wardlow do all the heavy lifting, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then occasionally I will run out and
Kick
somebody. Yeah. And then you had the chairman on the outside.
Yeah.
So every time MJF
Spears.
tried to get thrown over, Spears was there to catch him so his feet don't hit the ground.
That was some New Day type stuff that Shawn Spears was doing.
Yeah, that is true. So, I mean, he had good strategy, and you knew he was going to end up being in the final.
Yeah.
You just didn't know who he was going to be against.
Yeah, that's true.
And who was the other dude in there? Was it Ricky Starks?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so. I would like to see a match with MJF and Ricky Starks. That would be good.
That could be good. Other than that,
there really wasn't anything else
on Dynamite.
On Dynamite. Yeah.
Rampage.
Rampage fell flat for me. I don't know if it was just because I had spent a day dealing with bullcrap and it just fell flat and I just couldn't get into it or what. But whatever, it was just not very entertaining. Like, the only really entertaining match was the Adam Cole match.
I thought the Hook match was entertaining.
Oh yeah, Hook coming out, and that's his first wrestling match, his debut. That sidearm thing he did where he threw that dude, I was like, wow.
You know whose son that is now, don't you?
I do not.
Tazz. That's Tazz's son.
Like, real life son?
Like, real life son.
Like, his wife's girlfriend, whatever, had him?
Yeah.
Now, I do know that, Jungle Boy. His dad was Luke Perry. Luke Perry used to play on Beverly Hills 90210. I used to watch it when I was in high school.
I'll fix that later. So, I really didn't get into the Lucha Bros FTR match.
I didn't either. I figured it would be better than what it was.
Yeah, maybe it was because maybe Rampage lacked because of how good Dynamite was.
That's true.
Because that Dynamite episode was probably one of the best of the year.
Yeah, but I mean that's just not Tony Khan's ammo though, because usually Rampage and Dynamite are both pretty awesome.
And I'm not saying Rampage was bad.
No, it just wasn't as exciting as Dynamite. And then we're gonna look into next week with
Winter is Coming.
Winter is Coming in that inbred city of Dallas, as MJF said.
And you would think leading into a big show for AEW on Rampage, you think they would do something more. But maybe they're just saving stuff for Winter is Coming.
That's possible because what they only got four matches on the card right
Currently.
now.
But we'll get into winter is coming predictions here soon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you hear the interviews Tony Khan had been given while they were in New York?
No.
So evidently, WWE has contacted Tony Khan and are wanting to use some of the AEW wrestlers into like this TV show they're trying to put together, like a biography on different wrestlers.
Yeah.
So Khan was like, "I'm thinking about it."
He should.
I don't know.
It would probably just be like Jericho and Christian and the Big Show and Mark Henry. I doubt it'd be like somebody like Hangman. Or Danielson could be in it too.
Yeah.
Miro. Just the WWE guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking possibly Cody Rhodes, but I doubt it.
Maybe. So what do you think about that release from WWE on what's his name,
Johnny Gargano?
Yeah. How long do you think it's gonna take him before he shows up in AEW?
Wednesday.
You think he's gonna show up at Winter is Coming?
If he shows up at Winter is Coming, I am flipping out.
You know what would be awesome? Bray Wyatt showing up at Winter is Coming.
Well, isn't he filming a movie?
Yeah, but I don't know if he's done filming or not. And even if he's still filming, he could just show up.
True. So, let's see. What else is it? Oh, Kyle O'Reilly also being released, or not signing another contract with the WWE.
Another potential AEW signing.
So, hear me out about this. In NXT, who was his tag partners?
I don't know, because I didn't watch NXT.
Adam Cole, Bobby Fish.
Oh, then he's definitely coming to AEW.
They were in Undisputed Era. Shock the System was the name of the song.
Yeah, then he might be coming to AEW.
So,
and join part of the clique.
I don't think he's going to join the clique, though. I think Adam Cole
is going to start his own new group.
Since he's been hanging out with Bobby Fish a lot lately.
Yeah, you can see some tension between the Young Bucks and Adam Cole and Bobby Fish.
So you bring Kyle O'Reilly here? I don't think they would be able to use Undisputed Era as the tag name.
Well, they can always create something new.
Yeah. So I think that.
So then you would have Adam Cole, Bobby Fish,
Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, O'Reilly. And then you would have the Young Bucks. That'd be a new group. And then you have the Young Bucks with Kenny Omega is still the Elite.
But Kenny's hurt.
Yeah, but Kenny's supposed to be back in February is the early report.
Oh! I didn't know he was supposed to come back that soon.
Yeah, I think it was just like major shoulder surgery, and that's normally 8 to 10 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. Early prediction is he's supposed to be back in February.
When is Revolution's in March, right?
Yeah, I think March 8th or something like that.
So say Omega comes back on the Go Home show.
Prior to Revolution.
Prior to Revolution. And let's say Adam Cole and the Young Bucks have a trios match against somebody. Don't know who. Probably best friends. So we'll say best friends versus the Super Clique.
I think they're setting that up, though, from what we seen on Rampage last night. Where Adam Cole was fighting Wheeler Yuta.
So set that up. Kenny returns on the episode of Dynamite. They lose to best friends at Revolution. And when they lose the best friends, the Young Bucks turn on Adam Cole. Bobby Fish comes out to try and save Adam Cole. Gets his ass beat. Then the lights go out. We'll say the lights go out. Because why not? Lights going out's fun. A masked figure shows up in the ring. Takes off his mask and boom, Kyle O'Reilly.
That's a good theory. I like it.
It could work.
I think they're setting up Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy, though.
That could be a good match.
That would be an awesome match for Revolution. All right. Excuse me. It's freaking cold. So let's get on with our predictions for Winter is Coming. So right now on the card, we have my man, Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus Dante Martin. Who you got?
MJF goes 3 in a row.
Definitely MJF's going 3 in a row.
MJF will be the first 3-time Diamond Battle Royale winner.
And he'll hold on to that ring.
Yep.
So next we got the AEW title match. You got Hangman and you got Danielson. Who you got?
Hangman. But let me get into this. Could it be better than Hangman and Omega at Full Gear? Because that match was awesome.
Good match. But you know what I thought was a better match, and it wasn't even at a pay-per-view, was Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega going the full 30 minutes.
Could it be better than that? Because I don't think they have a time, they might have a time limit since it's not a pay-per-view. But if there's only 4 matches, that match will last an hour.
I'd like to see Danielson win, but I don't think they're going to give him the AEW title with him just coming in, a few months ago? Less than a month ago?
And especially with them just putting it on Hangman. And how long?
Maybe at Revolution, Hangman could lose it.
And they've been building Hangman as the champion for 2 years with this Omega feud, because Hangman got hurt.
Yeah.
So
next, we just have a regular match, or what I like to call a regular match. My man, Wardlow, part of Pinnacle, versus Sydal. Who you got?
Wardlow? Is that even a question? He's gonna dominate Matt Sydal.
I got Wardlow too, just because I'm partial.
Which sucks because don't drop the mic.
I'm sorry.
We'll keep that in. What was I gonna say now? Oh, ever since I found out Matt Sydal was Evan Bourne, I've liked Matt Sydal.
I really haven't paid attention to any Sydal matches. So next time he wrestles, I'm gonna have to pay attention.
The only one that I remember him most recently being on TV was the Punk match.
Oh, okay.
And Punk won, of course.
I was gonna say, of course, they're not gonna bring Punk in and let him lose yet.
Do you think they let MJF beat Punk?
If they're wanting to set up a title run for MJF, maybe. To give him some momentum for the title. Because eventually MJF will end up being the AEW World Champion.
Yeah. And as he said, he would have won it if Moxley didn't cheat. If he didn't use a illegal move, as MJF says.
Well, as much as I like MJF, he does tend to stretch the truth a little bit.
And plus,
and that truth he stretches lots.
Plus, he only does 5 to 10 matches a year.
Hey, whatever works for you.
I guess.
And the last match we have, women's match. We got, was it Deb and Deeb and who's the other girl?
Sheeta?
I don't know too much about either one of them.
I think they wrestled at Full Gear against each other. I forgot who won it.
I'm going to take Sheeta just because I like the name.
Yeah. I wish we had more matches.
Because you know what? You Sheeta have these nuts across your face.
Knees nuts. Knees nuts.
Booyah.
Knees nuts. Thanks to some people in Discord who are making fun of me for my bad knees.
Or, could be like needle dick, as CM Punk said about MJF.
Yeah. So,
So, you think Dynamite is going to be awesome this Wednesday since it's
without
winter
a
is
doubt.
coming?
Without a doubt.
But it's going to be in Dallas. Is Dallas really a wrestling town?
Is Dallas real? The Cowboys play in Dallas. Is it a sports town?
I mean, they do have the Dallas Stars. I kind of like them.
The Dallas Stars suck. Everything in Dallas sucks. It's the inbred capital of the South.
Okay.
MJF, you could use that if you want to. Oh, also, I know it's not AEW related, but Jeff Hardy being released, which he did refuse rehab. So, thoughts on that?
Jeff Hardy needs to deal with his own demons and get them sorted out and figure out what it is he needs to do. He's a great wrestler. I've loved watching him and his brother Matt versus Edge and Christian. Best matches ever. That is where you got the concerto with Christian and Edge. They did the first ever tables, ladders, and chairs match. That was awesome.
Those two tag teams changed tag team wrestling.
Exactly. I wish him well. Hope he, does what he needs to do to get back. And, nobody knows what demons we're all fighting. So I just wish him and his family luck. And would love to see him back in wrestling.
So I do want to say, people who are blaming the WWE for this, they really shouldn't. Some of this could be on the WWE because they work their wrestlers a lot more than any other company.
Yeah.
Like Tony Khan lets people go out the other brands and stuff, but he doesn't set a limit for them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're like, if you want to go out and wrestle, go ahead.
They do basically two shows. They do Dynamite, Rampage, and
they do those on the same night.
Yeah, and then they have their Monday and Tuesdays YouTube shows, which is where they promote their younger talent that's trying, that hasn't made a name for themselves. So I think his concept is better than the concept of WWE, where they do a house show. You have Monday Night Raw live, then you do a Tuesday show, you do a Wednesday show, you do a Thursday show, you're live on Friday for SmackDown, you do a Saturday show, you do a Sunday show, you have a Sunday pay-per-view, and they do pay-per-views once a month.
Pretty much, yes.
AEW gives you 5 pay-per-views or 4 pay-per-views a year. I think they do one every quarter, I heard Khan say. So, yeah, WWE works their wrestlers a little harder. So, I mean, it could be his physical body it's just taking a toll and he needed some relief. I mean, I don't know if he's, jumped back into that lifestyle.
Because, when it first broke that he got released, I saw somebody on Twitter say, well, the WWE did a whole storyline last year about Jeff Hardy being an alcoholic. Which people did say Jeff Hardy did have some input, and he was like, I'm fine with it as long as we keep it in these parameters, give or take. So, but I like WWE. I'll admit, right now, I like watching AEW more. Because AEW is producing the better product week in, week out currently. But when AEW makes a mistake, like last night, I'll call them out for it. Yeah. I think Rampage was not good. I didn't watch SmackDown, so I wouldn't know if that was good or not. I watched the final match of Raw on Monday, and Becky can only win by cheating.
I'm so not a fan of Becky Lynch.
So, other than that, I really don't think there's nothing else to talk about.
No, Dynamite was awesome. Rampage was a little flat, but I'm okay with even Rampage being flat is better than some other stuff we're getting from the other company.
Yeah.
So I guess we're getting ready to call it a wrap on this edition of the Mid Podcast since it is AEW Saturday. We will be back with you on Monday. And Monday is Random Shit Monday. We have no idea what we will be discussing, but I'm pretty sure it's interesting because we are two interesting people.
Whatever we come up with should be fun.
Yeah, you might have to hear my rant about my weekend.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun.
Are you sure about that, Brendan?
As long as Verizon doesn't try to sponsor us in the future.
Yeah, I might have to turn them down.
Yeah. Hey, if they want to sponsor us, go right ahead. I'll take it for right now. I'll take the sponsor money.
Yeah. But Tony Khan kicking ass in AEW. Great wrestling promoter. AEW's coming to Greensboro. If we're lucky, we might be there.
We'll try to.
We're going to try to. And if I'm there, I'm holding up a sign that says, I am only here to see MJF. All you other people are mid.
Oh, speaking about next week, the Hawkeye review will come out on Wednesday.
Yes.
And then Saturday, AEW again.
Mm-hmm.
And Monday,
random shit.
Will be our Spider-Man.
Will be our Spider-Man review because somebody has conned me into going to see Spider-Man.
No Way Home's gonna be awesome.
Spider-Man.
And that's it.
And I'm Catherine, and I'm out.
I'm Brendan. This has been the Mid Podcast, and we'll see you lovely people on Monday.